Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got a Spec Racer Forward race for you here. It's been a while since I've run one of these, and I needed a break from oval racing because short track racing has been absolutely terrible to me. I have lost everything, and when I say everything, I mean everything. Tried to run 2 SK modified races and a street stock race, and they all went horribly. Combination of me getting into people and other people wrecking me, lap cars causing mayhem. It was just not fun. Nothing good to show you guys, and I am close to actually being demoted out of a B license because the safety rating took such a hit, and the I rating's just all completely gone as well. So running one of these to get you guys something, also to have some fun. Forget about it. I'm going to be absolutely terrible. I'm going to be like 5 seconds off the pace, but that's fine. I'm out here to have fun. And probably going to run some Rookie Legends races just to try to build the safety rating back. And hopefully I'll run well enough to start rebuilding some of the I rating. And then I can jump back in and run something and show you guys. I don't know if it's going to be B trucks at Texas or C trucks at Texas or what, but hopefully it'll be better than this. But yeah, it can't be any worse than the short track oval racing I did. So I just came in that corner too hot. Lost it. Like I said, I'm absolutely terrible. We're going to get ready to start lap 1. The line's right about here. Still really new to this track. I mean, I've run Sebring as the full layout before, but this club layout's a little bit different. And then when you throw Spec Racer Forward, which I'm very new to, it's obviously a little bit different. So just trying to learn. I know there's a lot of corners I'm just flat out not pushing as hard as I could, giving up a ton of time off the optimal, but goal right now is just to get around the track cleanly and not overshoot corners or almost lose it, kind of like that. Lap 2 can't be much worse. We'll make it better. And like I said, if nothing else, it's just going to be for fun. That's all it is. Don't care if I finish in the back. That's okay. Just trying to have some fun. And maybe throughout the race I'll get better, and you'll actually see what not to do. Or you'll see what not to do to start, and then you'll see what to do. Alright, that's the second gear corner. I keep feeling like most corners I'm underdriving, so I'm trying to take them a little faster, and that one, you do not drive the way I did. Let's see if we can make the second lap any faster. Try that one in third gear. Yeah, well, that was a little better at least. Try this one in... No, we'll just do second gear since I was comfortable with it. That definitely needs to be third gear and attacked a lot harder than what I did. Determined to hit this corner right. Yay! Even though I'm still underdriving it, but I didn't about lose it. Try to get this section a little bit quicker. Not great, but we're still way ahead of the first lap, as bad as that was. I think the only people I'm going to likely qualify ahead are the ones that did not qualify. Locking the brakes up. Able to keep it on the track, though, and rolling. But now the first lap's going to be faster. That's fun. Man, I'm so bad right now. That's just so bad. We're going to stay out and keep running laps, though. Obviously, I need the practice. This was not a very smart last-minute decision.
B12, you're now 3.1 seconds off the pace.
Yeah, third gear is definitely faster through that corner. Let's see if we want to run third gear through this one. Yeah, I'd say that's a little bit faster. I'm still way off the optimal, but it's definitely a little bit faster. I just need to figure out how to get to the throttle a little bit quicker through that corner. So many nuances that, you know, other road races I practiced a lot for, this one I have not, so plenty of things that I'll learn that way, but this lap's looking a lot better than any of the other ones. Let's see if I can get... I should be able to get back to the line to have it. It won't count for qualifying, but it should record for myself. Almost got off track. Nope, not quite there. So we are car number 9 of 18. Yep, dead last of all the people qualified. Realistically, I probably could be up here, but that's still not very good. We're still gonna be 3 seconds off the pace, but that's okay. 21 laps should be fun. I'll get paints refreshed. Just trying to have fun. That's all it is. No expectations. Think it's a single split. I'm gonna be horrible. That's okay. If I finish on the lead lap and also can pick up any spots from 12th, I will be really happy with that. That's the only goal I have, quite honestly, is to see if I can get through this as cleanly as possible, not lock the brakes up, don't spin out, don't hit anybody, and wherever we finish, that's fine with me. We're going to be on a standing start, waiting for everybody to grid up. May see some connection issues. This is mostly an international race, so they used a different server. My stuff seems to be, I mean, my lag's a little, the ping's a little bit higher than I want it to be, but overall it doesn't seem to be too bad. So let's hope that, most other people don't have issues. But yeah, 18 cars. Like I said, we're car number 9, so technically we're supposed to pick up a few spots. Maybe there's enough wrecks that I can just pick up free spots and rely on those, because I don't think it's going to happen with pace. I think I'm actually just going to, normally I don't do this, but I think we're going to put the optimal lap up and see if I can A, get close to that 112.899, and B, see if I can actually make that optimal decrease as the race goes on, which will tell me that I'm at least learning things and have the potential to be faster. So
21 laps. The track temp is 83.
Got the car fired up.
Fahrenheit. Okay, Jake.
Get ready to go. I've got a couple people in front who did not grid, so
let's go.
Gives me a little bit of room. Spun the tires a little bit too much on the start, but that's okay. Got a nice little gap. 4's on our right-hand side. Heard some contact already. Able to avoid that. And I think I picked up a couple spots at least. Not even counting the people that didn't grid, so that's nice. Just taking it really slow. I know there's people that are going to go blasting around me because they're faster, but just taking it nice and slow into everything. We already got one person that locked it up and sent it way out looking like me. We are off and rolling, though.
Good start.
And a much better start than I thought I would have. Just kind of falling behind the 16 right now because I'm not going to get too confident in my abilities. We're going to see if we get by him now that he moves to the left. I think he recognizes that we might be a bit faster. We got the 13 who's way off. Oh, gotta bring it down to stay behind the 13, and I already failed and ran into him. Wow, that was just really stupid. I don't know why I drove into the right side of him. Sorry about that, 13. Didn't mean to get into you. Yeah, he's gonna be angry at us. The 2 just pulls over for some reason.
P5.
We're in 5th right now, which was unexpected.
My fault, guys.
Almost pushed it off track. The 4's going to have the momentum going into this right-hander. We're going to try to slow down. Just get away a little bit quicker. Got a lot of fast people that are going to be flying up on us, chomping at the bit to get on by. Best thing I can do is just keep it clean and be predictable for them. And forget about that car contact. That was obviously not good. Try to avoid that. See if I can start hitting something. 4 is going to look to the left or the right side, so we're just going to stay to the left, let him go. 10's also going to take the opportunity to get on by. He spins it inside. I think he just drove it in a bit too deep, so that causes a little bit of mess behind, gives us a big gap back to the 16. Follow behind the 4.
6th place. Sector 2 is 1.4 seconds. Off the pace.
Last lap was a little bit quicker. Faster than what I turned in qualifying, although that wasn't going to be hard to do. Not apexing some of these corners well compared to other people. Definitely slowing down way too much for that corner, but I had been overshooting it so much that I'd rather err on the side of caution. You can see just how much the 4 is able to pull away. But hey, 6th place is better than what I thought I would be. Wish I could have given the spot back to the 13. It would have put me 7th, but that's okay.
The gap to Montembo. Ahead is increasing. It's now 1.2.
Trying to be a little bit kinder on the brakes to avoid lockup. Spun the tires there a little bit, got on the throttle a bit too hard. Just try to see if we can follow as closely behind the 4 as possible, although he's just going to continue to gap me. Hey, I got close to my all-time best. I'll take that. Oh, push the car a bit too wide, able to save it. Need to wait to turn in a little bit more to make that turn a little better. Trying to take that corner a little bit quicker. 16's closing up a little bit on us, but still got a decent gap from him. At least so far I haven't locked up the brakes or spun the car. That's feels like a bit of a win for me. And I'm progressively learning going a little bit faster each lap.
Guy behind's catching.
So that's a good thing too.
2.4 seconds. Sector 2 is 0.8. Off the pace.
Still just turning in a bit too early, which is causing bad exits. Gotta work on that, otherwise I'm going to continue to give up even more time. Just need to wait a little bit longer than I think to turn in. There we go, that was a little bit better. Let's see if I can do the same thing on this corner. May actually allow me to be able to use third gear more often.
Sorry.
You can see the 16 is closed up quite a bit, along with the 7. I took a bad entry into that corner. It's gonna hurt me big time. Gonna have to drive this back half of the lap really clean in order to run faster than the last lap, which is not good, but get through it. Try to apex a little bit later, just pick up the throttle a little too early. Side-by-side battle between the 7 and the 16 potentially could allow me to pull away a little bit. This lap's not going to be as good as the last one, but that's okay. Pick up some time. Trying to apex a little bit later. Try to use the third gear, see if I can carry a little bit more momentum into that corner. 7 makes a big gain on me.
Yeah, the back tires get hot.
He's just,
Yeah,
I don't even know what's
forward.
going on now. They're driving all over. I'm about to get taken out by somebody. 2's flying up, working his way through the field. My run for a decent position's gone. That's okay. Let's just hope I don't get taken out by the 7 or the 2.
Sector 2 is 1.4. Off the pace.
Was trying to stay as far left as I could to give them both the right side through the corner. It's tough when they're, you know, way faster and
Okay, stay
understanding how to push it, but gives me a bad spot. But we'll just wait and see if these 2 run into each other.
within 8th place.
I will take 8th right now. It is better than where I started and better than where I'm supposed to be running. And after the next lap, we'll be a third of the way through the race. 7 gets a little loose there out of the corner. I'm able to get the run on him. I don't know where he's going, but I missed the corner trying to avoid him. Just try to stay inside. There was my mistake that I didn't want to make. Should have slowed down quite a bit sooner, even though the 7 was to the right of us. Just glad I kept it off of everybody. So we're going to go back to 10th, I think. Like I said, I had no expectations for myself out of this, so you're getting to see a live learning session as well as a very green driver, and there goes my first spin. So yeah, now every goal has not been accomplished, but that's okay. That's okay. Certainly very easy to spin these cars around when you're not a good driver and you haven't learned the edge very well.
P11, keep it together. Come on, the race isn't over yet.
We're still ahead of where I started, though. That is a positive right now.
Who did that? That was bad news, man.
Still apexing corners a little too early, but it's getting a little bit better. Just want to see if I can get anywhere near a 112. Still going to need to pick up time off of that. Only going to need to be a 10th off the optimal to get to a 112, but that's okay. I can do it. Gaining time out of that section. Not going to be good enough, I don't think, for 112, but hey, I'm picking up time on a lap time.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 1.6.
Gotta ease under the throttle a little bit more out of that corner. I'm so anxious to get out of it faster that I'm not easing into it. I got a nice gap back to the 17, so no pressure from behind at all. Not the fastest lap of the race, but improvement. At least it was a clean lap. I'll take that. Gotta remember third gear is possible on that corner. Still not pushing it hard enough through that corner, but am picking up time technically. Almost overshot that corner, got a little loose on entry, but able to save it. Cost me a little bit of time. This lap's looking better than the previous one. So, small gains. Overshot the corner, had the apex idea right, but just overshot the corner. Don't screw up this last corner. This lap should be faster.
Yellow flag. Good lap.
At least was the fastest of the race. And fastest overall that I've run. Again, not apexing late enough. But slowly getting better. Need to push that corner a lot harder than what I did. I'm giving up so much time through that corner. Got a little loose braking there, but able to save it. Still quite a bit off the last lap, mostly because of that one corner. Might even be able to get away with third gear through that corner. I don't know, we'll see. I have to experiment with it once and see how bad it goes. We're keeping even with the 17, which at least means that I have a little bit of wiggle room to make some mistakes and not have somebody right on top of me. Just progressively getting a little more comfortable with the car to try to push some of these corners a little bit more from a grip level standpoint. A little bit of a better exit that time.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 3.6.
Much better exit through that corner. Trying to let the cart roll through that corner a little bit better. This lap is a million times better than the previous lap. Million times better than the previous lap. Not, I mean, a 112.899 is still going to be 2 seconds off the pace, but compared to what I was doing, it's a lot better. We're going to do second gear just to make sure I get through the lap. And then if I can hit the braking point right, I can try third gear next time. So it's not going to be beating my previous optimal, but that's okay. It'll still be a faster lap.
Okay, Jake, you're halfway home.
Almost overshot that corner.
Best lap in the session.
Yeah.
Getting closer to 112. Trying to get there. Push that one a bit too wide, get the off track. We're going around, able to save it. 17 must have had some problems because I was sliding across the track and still quite a bit ahead of them, so it's a mistake on my part. Just tried to get on the throttle a bit too early and lost it, but that's okay. We'll make up for it. I have said this over and over again, I am terrible at road racing, so if you watch this for learning, you're probably watching it for what not to do. If you're watching it for enjoyment, then you can laugh at me constantly, and I am okay with that. Almost pushed that corner too wide. Just gonna get reset. We're gonna be coming to the line here to start lap 13. Make lap 13 the best lap of the race.
E11.
Oh, overshot that corner a little bit, kind of slid it a bit too much, just need to slow down a little bit more into it. Got the right idea, but need to be a little bit slower. Make sure to not push it as wide this time, gave up a lot of time by doing that, but that's okay. Wondering if I could do third gear through that as well. I don't know, may try that. Finding as I get a little more comfortable with the grip level of the car and the braking points that I'm actually able to push a little bit faster and realize, you know, how much I was underdriving those corners. Pulling back away from the 17, so looks like barring anybody having issues up ahead, 11th place is probably where we're going to finish, which is certainly better than where I was to start, only by one spot, but that's okay. Yeah, third gear's not happening through that unless I slow down. Gonna get the 17 by, try to spin around. Somehow check it, but I don't think I had an instant point. 11's gonna go by too, that's fine. Yeah, somehow didn't get an instant point out of that spin. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, scratch what I said about lap 13 being faster. There goes the 8, that's fine, we're gonna let him by. Alright, maybe you'll actually be able to see me finally make a pass. I doubt it, but you never know. That was a much better exit that time out of that corner. Yeah, I think third gear is doable. Might be a bit slow out of the corner, but I think it helps me manage it. Trying to focus on the 8 and the 11 up ahead, see if I can close up to them. This has not been a great race from a driving standpoint. But again, I didn't really get a ton of practice. That's my own fault for choosing last minute to run this. And I'll get you guys better results in another GT race soon, as my
Okay,
other road
Jack,
race
you've
for
run
this
out of
week
track
after
limits.
this.
Keep it between the lines.
That was just a stupid mistake on my part, driving onto the dirt. See if we can close up to the 8 at all. It's going to be tough. Got turn 1 down, I just cannot get the rest of the lap down. At least, you know, in terms of turns that are faster than the optimal. We'll watch and see if the 8 and 11 make contact at all. They go side by side. May have been a bit of contact there. Hard to see from back here. I haven't been able to keep myself faster than the optimal for this long in a lap before, so that's a good thing. See if I can not throw it away on this corner. Still not getting the apex well and threw it away on that corner. I'm so terrible. I am so bad. It takes one corner for me to throw the entire lap away. I was running ahead of optimal and I lost almost a second there because I just did not drive that very well.
That lap was a 1:13.45.
Watch the 11 and the 8 both screw up that corner.
Lap times are
I'm able
pretty
to avoid
consistent.
them, so we should be up to 12th now. I don't believe, CrewChief, that my lap times are consistent. I don't trust that.
Sector 1 is 2.
Trying to figure out how to get through that corner a little bit quicker without spinning the tires like I am, but still keep it up. At least we're back to where we started. Nothing else that's a decent thing to do. It's obviously going to hurt my safety rating and iRacing stats, but that's okay. Again, it was all for fun. Finally get on the throttle a little bit smoother out of that section. Cost myself some time, but didn't spin tires, so I feel like overall I probably gained. I think we should be able to make this lap faster now that I didn't have to avoid anybody in front.
P12.
Just gonna try to be a little bit smoother on the throttle, brake at the right times, and still try to take corners a little bit faster. On the brakes a little hard, it kind of rotated in a bit early, so it's gonna cost some momentum off the corner, but overall not bad. Overshot that corner, had to bail on it to save it. It's definitely cost myself time there when I could have likely picked up time. Clip the curb, spin, tires too much coming out of the corner, it's going to cost momentum. So I tried to upshift to keep the RPMs from peaking too much. We'll get there. I'll get one of these laps quick. Picked the throttle a little too early, even though I was smoother on it, I still picked it up a little too early. It caused me to push a bit too wide there. Killed the momentum off the corner. That corner I just have not been able to nail at all. I mean, nail's going to be a relative term, but...
Watch out. P11.
Trying to hit this lap. I have 15 up ahead, is a bit slower. Just going to be working our way up towards him. Trying to avoid clipping the curb, lost some time through there, but overall we're still doing good. Definitely doing a little better on that corner now. Almost overshot that corner. Kind of spun the tires there a little bit on exit. Let's see if I can draft behind the 15 at all. And he moves to the left to let us by. Thank you to him. Let's try to actually nail this corner. Still picked up the throttle a little too early. There's some wheel spins, so still losing time off the corner. but it's better than what it's been. I have 3 laps to go to try to turn a fast lap.
You've just done a 1:13.121. That's your fastest.
That was my
lap.
fastest lap of the race, but I want that 112 so bad, and I feel like the first half of the lap I'm capable of doing it, and the second half I just give it away constantly. Not a good turn there. Got on the brakes a little too hard, kind of started spinning the car, and that brought it a little more in. Just all over the place this lap. Underdriving this section, but that's okay. So we're going to get out a little bit more and make up some of that time. See if I can finally hit this.
Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace.
Nope, I go sliding through it. Oh, I just cannot get that figured out. So frustrating.
Thank you, guys. Thank
I think it's the first time I've been able to repeat 2 lap times that close, though. I got just 2 to go. I'm determined to get under the 113. As slow as that's going to be, I'm determined to do it. Lost a lot of time through that corner, able to pull away. The 18 basically just stops in the corner. I almost overdrive it, trying to keep off of him. I thought I was going to close up a lot more, and I was kind of panic braking. So it's not going to be this lap. Well, one last shot to do it. That's okay. I go by on his left side. Thank you to him. Tap the brakes and spun the car around. Lucky enough to have kept it from going all the way around, so no incident points, just stupid mistake. Getting the white flag this time. Race will be over shortly.
White flag, 1 more lap.
Let's see if I can finally do this. Not as good of a turn 1 this time compared to previous laps, so it's going to be a lot tougher for me without nailing that last corner. Especially when I apex way too early. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to happen this lap. But I'm going to do the best I can. I'm gonna have to like gain all the time in the world in this last corner to be able to hit the 112, which I have yet to be able to do. Well, I didn't lose as much time as I normally do. It's still gonna be much slower, but it did not lose as much time as I normally did. So, didn't hit the 112, but got through the race. 11th place, 1 spot ahead of her.
P11. That's the end of the
Qualified,
race.
only
Never
did
mind.
it because of people wrecking, but that's okay. Not
That's okay, Joshua.
a good look, but
Just
you
a
know,
racing thing.
definitely could have been
See,
worse.
for the WW tomorrow.
Let's take a look at the results, see how those went. Let's see, they're not quite live yet. Let's jump back in. I think everybody should be done. Wow. Nobody, 1 person finished with a 0x. Wow. A couple of us were at 5, a couple of people were at 4, a couple of people were at 5. We were at 6. It was almost a lap down. As bad as that was, I should never be that far off. That's just so bad. So bad. But you know, hey. I'm terrible at road racing, we know that. Let's see if the results are live now. There we go. That looks better. Like I said, single split. 1751. Able to gain a little bit of safety rating, so I'll take that. We're up to 2.6, as bad as that is. Only lost 4, so that's effectively break even, which is cool with me. 110.932 looks like the fast lap of the race, and I was 2.3 off of that. So could have been worse, could have been better. Tried my best, had some fun. Not great driving otherwise, but overall, we'll get there. So feel free to leave any driving tips. Again, like I said, it's the first time I was on this layout, real limited practice. So I'm sure if I spent, a couple hours trying to learn this, I would have been better. I don't know if I would have ever gotten to that 110, but I certainly would have been a lot better than that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Feel free to leave any feedback, and may get an oval race out tomorrow, maybe another road race while I try to build some of the oval stats back up. We'll just have to see how everything goes. But until the next time, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.